So hello everyone, this is Brittany, and today on the Living Beyond Asana vlog, I have a very special guest doing another Skype interview. They've been super fun. And today, my guest is a dear friend, so it's really special to have her on here. She's also been known as a mystic, as a medicine woman, a healer, a wild woman, a freak, and an intuitive body worker, among many other awesome magical names. I'd like to add psychic to the list. I've had an amazing reading with her before, and it was pretty beautiful. She has been empowering people professionally over the last 15 years to love themselves courageously and express themselves authentically, to connect with their own divine, authentic nature. So without further delay, she's also, she's also the creator of SophiaWiseOne.com, where you can connect with all kinds of things with her. The way that she puts herself out into the world right now, especially helping people professionally, also helping women connect with their own divine nature. So without further delay, Sophia, come on out. Yay! Oh, she's like Superman-ing in. Superwoman-ing in.
I could have flown in.
Awesome. So welcome, Sophia. Thank you for being here.
I'm so honored to be here. I can feel like deep in my body the gratitude and the honor. I really think what you're doing is incredible, and the heart of Beyond Asana to dig deep into the practice in our own selves. I really hope to contribute to that today. And
totally.
What do I want to say? I got feelings. There's so much that you're giving to the world, and I'm glad to be part of that. And I think everyone's really wise to be following you and listening to what you have to say in the world. I really do.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Holistically giving, the way that you think about the world and what you give is really inspiring.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's nice to feel that love, it's nice, it's needed. So I'm really excited about our topic today, and while our topic can focus on yogis and yoga teachers for sure, I feel like this topic can also apply to really anyone, can apply to therapists, can apply to healers, and anyone who is on this path of transformation. So our topic, as you so eloquently put it, is the myth of bullying your heart open or too open. Right? Yeah. So why did you select this topic? Like, why is this something you want to talk about, or you're passionate about?
Yeah, this is something I'm really passionate about. I was really blessed. I think like a lot of us, I came into this world intact as a little person, sensitive and feeling. And I was really blessed because I came into a family that really honored that and cultivated that. And was a yoga teacher. And so from a very early age, I was engaging with my body as a tool and as a teacher and as a practice, kind of informing me. And it gave me some very strong opinions about yoga over the years, because she's been teaching, for like 30 years now, And one of the biggest things that it taught me was that journey taught me was how much we can either go to our practice and tell it what to do, which really means we go to our body and tell our body what to do, or how we can go to our practice and meet ourselves, see where we are, and allow it to be this incredibly generous mirror that will show us our edges and show us our beauty and show us our feelings, our grief, and our rage. That it's such an opportunity to meet ourselves, and in meeting ourselves, in essence, is meeting our power, meeting our ability to create the world we want, meeting our divine, authentic self, whatever that is, however we bring into the world. And so one of the very classic places that I see this is in posturing, and this happens with meditation, kind of classically, like meditating, as well as heart openers and kind of anything that does this. And one of the things it's really close to my heart because I'm an empath, right? So that means, for those of you who don't know, being an empath means you're you literally feel what other people are feeling around you. And a bunch of you may be an empath and you don't even know that's what it is. But if you've been called too sensitive in your life, you're probably an empath.
Hi.
Hey. Turns out not crazy. Just knowing something you're not picking up on.
Yeah.
So what are the things we do when we're in that space? And it's so easy to do in this world because where we are in this time of awakening is really being bombarded by the awareness of the poisons that are everywhere.
Totally.
And so when we're feeling that, it's very easy to, watch my shoulders here, protect the heart. Okay?
Yep.
And so the quick response to this in heart opening stuff is to yank your shoulders back. And that one singular step is, to me, it literally makes my heart hurt.
Yeah.
It is the complete denial of our wisdom, which is saying,
wow,
whoa, I feel something here. And when you tell your body, no, you don't, it's totally safe, it's fine, that's bullshit. Like, just give it to the world. It's like, have you been in the world recently?
Yeah, world's scary.
It's scary, you know? And it's like, and we're carrying around, we come from a time and a culture, you know, a lot of the patterns that we have are established before we're 7.
Yep.
So we're walking around as adults and we are, you know, trying our best to respond to things as a grown-up, but those patterns, those fear and stress patterns they're old. They're just old and they're physically in our body. So that is the myth. The myth is like, oh, just open your heart.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, okay. What happens is that it puts us in conflict with ourselves. It says, here's my wisdom, here's my body taking care of me when my mind and my education hasn't taught me how. And I'm going to just yank it into, I'm just going to deny the wisdom again and do that. And what that does, in my experience across the board, is it makes that wisdom, it makes that tension go deeper. You find, you know, you find heart disease, you find lung congestion, you find, you know, all of those things goes deeper into the tissues.
Yeah. Well, I think because, I mean, we've been taught, not just even in just in yoga, but in life, that there's, you know, that perfect posture, that we need to have perfect posture. And I mean, I feel it in my body when I don't have, when the shoulders, because my shoulders definitely go through, and I definitely consider myself to be empathic, for sure. And, you know, and I've heard people have said to me, oh, your shoulders, and it's like, and I honestly have never thought about it that way, of this idea of that. It's kind of like when we're connected with you know, someone, a person that doesn't necessarily like to be touched, say, you know, and if or hugged or is uncomfortable, if we force ourselves on that person, they're not going to be like, oh, okay,
what a good idea,
this is great. They're going to be like, get off of me, and they're just going to close down more, you know, because it's because that's scary. So it's like the same idea with our bodies when we're saying, like, nobody, you need to be opened. The body's like, but I'm trying to protect us from some of the energy that's out there right now because it's intense. So my question to you is that, because, you know, there's this, obviously, you know, I talk about this a lot. There's just so much to this I could go to. A lot of these muscles here, you know, because we're like slumped at the computer and all this, that we are trying to protect ourselves. How do we safely and gently and lovingly create this opening? Because it's not that we, you know, okay, well, just walk around like this and keep shrouding ourselves from each other. You know, I'm not letting anyone in. You know, it's like, yes, we want to create space and opening, but what is a maybe a little bit gentler way? Because there's like our culture, oftentimes, at least in Western culture, there's not much gentle about our Western culture. It's like, do it now, do it fast, do it hard.
By the way, you're late and you suck.
Yeah, and you did it wrong, and if you don't do it right, it's not going to work. So what is a way that's maybe a little gentler to approach this?
This is what I'm absolutely the most passionate about, is because here's the thing. Deep in us, we are actually safe. We are. We really, really are. And when we can give ourselves permission to find that safety from where we are, not having to change, I don't have to open my heart to be safe. I'm safe in the protection of my heart. what happens is we soften. And as we soften, the body naturally always wants to align. It wants to be in alignment. And so when we can allow ourselves to be where we are and we soften, what actually happens, and one of the places that I do this a lot is in meditating, is as I let it soften, there'll be very slow and gentle movement. And by the time I'm done sitting for 20 minutes or 12 minutes, I've actually come up into this kind of gentler, softer, open space. My posture has literally actually blossomed, has opened. The heart of that language is it has opened. It hasn't restructured. It hasn't been pulled back. My shoulders aren't back here. They've dropped, and my heart, from my heart's place, has come forward. And so my shoulders have dropped back because my heart had said, I remember I'm safe.
So I just want everyone to take just like a moment, because that's pretty powerful information that I felt very strongly. And I'm sure some of you did too, right? So just like be with that for a second, this idea that you are safe. Right? I mean, just let that kind of penetrate into your body and into your cells, because that's a beautiful remembrance, right? Because it's something that we don't have to learn, it's something we have to remember, right? So, thank you for that.